Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Alright, so I think it's great that Shogo was about to call himself Red Gavv until he realized, oh boy, my primary color motif is not red
at all, except for this thing on my,
Right, and it would be a real, and I can't reveal the information of what the fuck a Gavv is, so I'll just use the word Gavv and hope that no one asks any questions about this, you know?
Yeah,
right?
So long as nobody figures out what that's supposed to be. Also, I mean, let's be real. This entire opening sequence that they start on is just honestly, like... I'm trying not to be too appraising of it, but it's such a great, like, play of comedy. Like, it's not overly wacky. It's just the fuckery of two idiots not communicating with each other because they're both trying to seem cool because they don't want to reveal shit, and they're just like, it gives me real I wouldn't even say it's fucking Sento and Banjo and like build like vibes. It's just like there's a great dynamic in them being too focused on hiding things from each other, but also not revealing things to each other, and being two completely idiotic people of like overthinking shit, that it's like this is good. I like this. This is the kind of like contrivance that I can actually get behind.
This is actually great character secondary main writer character dynamic. You know. Yeah. Right, like this is actually how you have a mystery keep going on. You know, right?
Yeah.
Right. I think this opening bit is great. You know, I fucking love this opening bit. You know, I love how Hato was like, oh man, I didn't think of a cool name, but it'll feel pretty fucking lame.
I don't want to be called anything lame like Mr. Chocolate. So I'll go with Valen. Anything's better. Oh fuck! I still made something that's kind of. It is like trying to pick your fucking your first username for like an MMO, and you're like, boy, why the fuck did I make it Soul King of Darkness 738? Like, what the fuck?
Oh man, I'm really glad that they finally acknowledge the name, because I was thinking, man, what the fuck is Valen this entire? It's absolutely a meaningless word. He was like, oh man, I didn't come.
It's also great that it was also really confusing because they've been constantly since the beginning. They've just been using the term Gavv as it is a descriptor for the actual device that he has, which is what it is. But every Granute we learn has a Gavv. Mm-hmm. So it was like, so how does he become Kamen Rider Gavv? He just fucking throws it. Both of our main Kamen Riders so far are named strictly off of we just picked something off the top of our heads and went with it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's like this, but that's what you're getting.
This is the best we can come up with, you know, at the spur. We obviously did not think this through.
This is the best that the characters could come up with. Now we're not in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Look, they got stuck. You know, right, yeah. So I guess Shoma and Hanto are not gonna know who each other is for a while now. I'm really curious to see how long they can keep this bit going on. You know, as they play this weird mental chess game with each other, right?
This goes back to what I was saying about how long they were going to have Shoma keep doing the wandering thing and not actually show up with and actually stay with Happy Parade.
Mm-hmm.
But also how long was I'm very curious how long they're going to have these two these two split sides with Valen and Shuga and Gavv and Dente. And are they gonna do a wife swap thing where Valen winds up with Dente for a second and Gavv is with Shuga for some reason, and then they're talking and getting stuff? How far are we gonna take this?
Oh man, you think there's gonna be a Freaky Friday? You think there's gonna be a Freaky Friday episode? You know, right? Where we're, you know, right? When they get swapped and have to figure out, when they have to recover each other's identity, right? But they can't
Yeah.
de-hension, so right?
I mean, hey, we did. I mean, I don't know about that, but I was just thinking more of like an old fuck. Was it on TLC? Then when they used to be like, yeah, hey, you know that joke that people have of like, take my wife, please. Yeah, what if we just had people swap partners for a fucking week and see how they're like, oh man, learn how another family lives, and that'll teach you to act right. Like,
Man,
I
the
guess,
only
fuck.
thing I remember from that show was that there was an episode where they had a family who was extremely vegan swap with a family who only ate meat, right, or
Yeah,
something.
that's the kind of shit I'm asking them for. I'm looking for some real weird shit where it's just like, yeah, so I'm here with this family and they won't he just keeps eating snacks and thinks that that's all he has to eat, but I keep telling him to eat his broccoli and he won't eat his broccoli.
Yeah, man, I hope, can you change his lifestyle? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then meanwhile,
Yeah.
Nero, fuck that Nero, Naval,
Neil.
Naval, Neil?
Neil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, surgery. He's doing those illegal surgery I've been hearing about.
Yeah. Ooh, let's play around. Ooh, hey, if surgery worked one way, let's see if I can make surgery work another way.
That's man. That's my job. I gotta figure out how this works. Right? Yeah. So this week's hey, here's some stupid college art student, right? Who are trying to go against the system, right? They don't want to be Japanese businessmen,
To be fair, one of them is definitely trying to go against the system. One of them is just going, I don't know, I thought this looked cool. What do you think? And it's definitely not the one that is, and it's definitely the one, the problematic one is the one that's painting furiously, muttering to himself, and telling women to back off.
This is only a thing a man can do. Only he can have an artistic vision like this.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Right? Yeah. So but you know what? Hey, but you know what? Shoma and Sachika are professional. Like, all right, you guys can do your weird art thingy. We're gonna go do our actual job. And boy, man, hey, man, I don't think Sachika and her stupid little grass mower is gonna get this entire. I think she needs to get a new lawnmower. Right? If she's gonna be doing this,
I mean,
It
right? Looked like Shoma could have picked that fucking lawn clean by his hands like faster than that.
Right, and it's just
Also, I don't know. Here's the thing that's crazy to me. I'm not saying I'm an expert on Japan and
landscaping,
stuff.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. But this looks like it was in fucking like Dayton, Ohio. What the fuck is this place? I have never seen this much. I thought like maybe this was like an old folks home or something, but no, it's just like her mom, like her grand aunt's like mansion. Which Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know. This is like such like a random building I've never seen before. This is like the most out of place building I've ever seen in Japan. Right? Yeah. Hey, Shoma is messing. He is. Oh boy, he is cracking those eggs. That is a lot of eggs.
Yeah,
he's cracking.
He wants to. He's trying to.
Oh man, hey, look, man, wait till he eats a Japanese
He
omelet.
barely understands nutrition facts, so like it makes sense that he wouldn't be able to fucking handle this.
Right, man. I wonder what happens if he eats a raw egg. Right? What type of gochujos
I think he
would
gets
he?
I think it's the salmonella gochizo.
Oh man.
Actually, this is a bad time for him to be messing with that many eggs because I think we have had 7 confirmed cases of humans getting bird flu. Hold on, avian flu cases in humans. Oh my god. Well, okay, sorry. That's for the last 21 years.
Okay.
Okay. Since April 2024, 20 human cases of avian influenza virus have been reported in the United States. So, I don't know, man. Those better not be farm-to-table eggs, because I don't trust those.
They got from those Japanese chickens, right? They don't have to worry about that.
This better be full. I want these chickens to be fully GMO cleansed, okay? I don't want a single chance of flu. I want these chickens to be super chickens. I want only the strongest embryos for me to swallow down my gullet and use in my baking.
Yeah. Shoma does not understand fine art, right? He's like, oh man, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, apparently fine art doesn't understand fine art because she just goes, yeah, you're right. This is, okay, this goes back to, this goes back to an issue I constantly have with the art world. Look,
okay.
We both figure ourselves to certain aspects and different, avenues, like, people who have appreciation for the arts, whether it's cinematography or film or graphic design.
Right, yeah, we both understand rule of third and the golden ratio, right? You don't want too much overhead, shots happening, right?
Right. We have we're in no way, professionals, but we're appreciative. Here's the thing
I know a good shot when I seen one, right? Yeah.
But here, this is the level of art that bothers me. Okay.
Okay.
I took my freshman year of real college a class called "But Is It Art," where the textbook for it was "But Is It Art," where the whole concept was how do we define art and why do we define certain things as artistic and why do we just which, to be fair, is an interesting topic to discuss and look into. That being said, I walked away from that class so cynical and just going, fucking anything can be art. Fuck it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They just fucking
art
do
could
shit.
just be some beer cans you have laying around and hoping that no one throws it away, right?
Sometimes you take a photograph of your friend laying next to a big dog with its dog dick and balls out, and you get a fucking A on your photography class for no fucking reason. You go, I guess, sure, I don't know why this worked.
Yeah. Look, it's all about the lighting, right? Yeah.
It's all about, it's just so, some of it is just so arbitrary, and it's like, I get it, right? Oh man, she felt like she didn't need that part. Okay, but you broke the thing that you made. If you have to break the thing, why even build it that way? What the fuck? Why, what, okay? Fuck, man. It's crazy. It's not everything with art is without rules, but when art is without rules, it fucking drives me nuts, and people are just like, oh no, this is what really fuels me. This is what, I'm not saying I'm this dude over here drawing what can barely be described as a fever dream, painting that shit.
Yeah,
but just try to do something with some structure so that I understand what the fuck I'm looking at. Sometimes have a plan.
Right. Yeah.
Don't ask the handyman. Don't ask the handyman for advice, and then oops, he snapped off the arm. Now that made it even better.
Man, I thought this just ends up becoming that stupid fuck. What was that? What's that statue? Fuck. Man, it's the statue with the woman with no arms. Fuck.
Yeah, the Venus. It's the.
Is it the Venus de Milo? Right.
Yeah, Venus de Milo. Pretty sure. Yes, it's the Venus de Milo.
Oh yeah, this is just the Venus de Milo, but with one stupid little angel wing on it, or right.
Well, it's a weird, demented water. It's the Venus de Milo if it was made by that same person who did that fucked up repainting of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, but hey, look, it just turns out, it just like a statue just looks better when it doesn't have arms on it, right? Right, I look. That's how you make fine art. Hey, look, if you just get rid of the arms,
arms,
right? You don't need it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a waste of time. That's what I always say.
And look, drawing hands is making hands is complicated, right? And it's 5 digits, they're long, right?
She really took the AI school of thought for this sculpture. Arms are difficult.
Right. And then meanwhile, our Wonder Twin is hey, look, man, everyone is not giving Jip and Sheeta, right?
Sheeta, yeah.
Yeah, man, everyone is just going on them, right? They're just like, no one is giving these two a break.
To be fair, maybe
they are
we shouldn't
messing
have
up real
let
bad,
the two
13-year-olds
run. I understand, hey, family business. Maybe we shouldn't have the base the first tier of our operations, the hierarchy of supply and demand and operations in our business, starting at the bottom, be run by the two children. Maybe that wasn't the best move, guys.
Right. Yeah, but you need to run. Oh, there's two of them, right? Look.
Yeah, two children. If two children work together, then it's just like one child. It's just like one slightly bigger, smarter child.
Yeah, look.
No, that's not how children work. That's how two children wind up eating paint together because the other one said it was a good idea, and the other one went, "Oh, great! You think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea too." And
yeah,
they just eat
well, as one of them think it's tasty, the other one will follow along. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, go to hey, stop that, hey, get your shit together, right? Hey, fuck, what's the older one's name?
What? Neve, Lango?
Lango's the other one, right?
Yeah, Lango is the eldest brother.
Yeah. Lango already gave you guys a speech. Now I have to come in and give you a speech, man. How many?
I know Dad is dead, but somebody's got to parent you guys.
Right, how many more speeches do you guys need to understand that? Hey, we need this, right? We have to get the profits up this quarter. If we
don't have the profits, we can't.
Yeah, we need. Not only do we have to sell this in Japan, but we also need to sell this in China too. Right? We need to get both. We need to get all those markets in, right, for everything.
I will say it is. It's weird that I don't know. There's something about the structure of this family that is so weird, and I guess it works because they can just create as many worker bees as possible just with their Gavs and stuff, their own the agents, but there must be some. I feel like there should have been some kind of oversight because what we're dealing with is a company, right? This is just one company within the greater world of the Granules. So, I understand that Amazon works pretty fucking, mysteriously, but it's crazy to think that, we just let those kids go around and do whatever the fuck they want, and, it's cool.
Right, man? You think it's something they don't want to use, right? Because I don't know what is the limit that the siblings can create in terms of agent, right? Is there the show keeps making little bit, right? Is it are they are the other siblings actually maybe instead of just spawning them right away and we have them wait, we just get a higher tier, little minion for us, right? Instead of just making a bunch of little ant minions.
If we put our powers together, can we get an agent that actually knows how to do QuickBooks?
Right, I think that's what's going on. Right now is what they're doing with with the minions, right? I like Shovel, who's just oh man, I'm just gonna get him. Hey man, look, why would I wait for the interest return when I can get the money now? Right?
Yeah, right. It's my money and I want it now.
Right, I think that's what's going on. But Jim and Sheeta are just doing real badly. They're just they're is that doing good? It's not going well for them. But you know what is going well? Honto's surgery, Honto's backwards illegal operation surgery.
Basement of a guy he just met on the street. Surgery where he let him put his potentially infected tools inside of him, and where he just steals fucking another person's toys for him to use.
Right, man. I love how how Sugar just has like the gochis on there like this weird ice box now, right? At first he had them in jars, right? Like, and I can't tell what is better for them. Like would you let them free to live in this jar, or would you just freeze them and like place them like this deep cryogenic sleep, right?
Or you could build a cardboard box dollhouse for them. Fresh to buy on
this looks like a toy, and then you can sell it to the kids, I fucking lost it when I saw that goddamn cardboard box, I was like, holy shit, man. Look, I know everything has to be made as a toy and to be sold, but fuck. I'm actually kind of mad that they managed to work in the fucking Gochijo storage box.
The fact that it is explicitly made out of cardboard, like in the show, makes it so much more criminal that they make it a fucking... I mean, what's the price on it? I haven't looked at it in a while. What the fuck is the price on the Maison the Gochiso Maison? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Maison Gochizo. Bandai DX Maison Gochizo. I'm looking at eBay. $49 for something made out of cardboard. $49, people, for something that was made in the show out of cardboard.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it. It looks like this is also made out of cardboard.
Yeah, also...
This is the whole...
And then for decoration, all Showa did was he just took the wrapper, right? And he's like, I'm just gonna tape it on, right? Fucking drawing's hard, Going back to what we were saying, man, it's hard to draw, Not everyone has the artistic talent, I'll just fucking hey, look. Someone at these companies already made the graphics and the design for these bags. I'll just reuse them, I'll upcycle this.
I guess the $49 value comes in the special Ramune fucking Gojizo, I guess, that you get.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
Fuck this.
Hey, look, there's only... Look. Hunter has to be careful, He only has 4 of these things, right? Look, they have
4
they
shots
have a limited supply of this, right? And the only way for them to
Unless we keep robbing Gavv, we will have a limited supply.
And we also gotta make sure that he has to be eating chocolate as well, right? If he has some potatoes, we're fucked. We can't. I built this thing to only work with the chocolate one, I don't know what the fuck to do. What happens if you put the
this raises a question. This raises a question on. I mean, yes, we get that like Valen is like strictly for whatever reason chocolate based, right? But this goes to the variance within the Gochizo, right? Mm-hmm. Because so far there's the popping gummy, but then there's punching and kicking.
Yeah.
Right,
mm-hmm.
And then there's Zaku Zaku chips and Hiri Hiri chips. Okay, whatever. We know that there's an upcoming variety between the two chocolates. There's like Choco Don and Choco Dan.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happens if Shoma eats something that has multiple aspects of the same, like, what if he eats like one of those weird like specialty Japanese Kit Kats where it's chocolate but also other thing? What does that turn into?
Wouldn't that just produce like the two different Gochizos, or right? Let's say he eats like a chocolate flavored gummy, right, or something. I don't.
Yeah, but what if he eats mint? What if he gets like a mint chocolate thing? Would Hanto be able to use that because it's chocolate based, or would it just have to be a mint chocolate specific thing like for Gavv?
I think you just use anything that's started right, because I don't know. Look, I don't think that the Valid Buster is actually officially out. Yeah, it might be. I don't know, right? So I don't know what the toy, because I know that the thing is only programmed to do Valid specific sound, right? Like I don't think there's no hidden writer sound like if you put in
no hidden like popping, like if you put in the popping gummy.
Yeah, there's like a hidden sound for Kamen Rider Popper or some shit, right? Right, yeah. Right, I'm pretty sure it's
Kamen Rider Popper is a very different thing.
Yeah, right, yeah. So I think he's only using chocolate and chocolate adjacent gummies, right?
Right, but what I mean, okay, again, I'm trying to think how adjacent is adjacent. Peanut butter? Caramel?
Oh.
I'm not a big candy guy. I'm just saying. But like, if he snaps into a Kit Kat or eats a Reese's Puff, like what happens to the Gochizo then?
Right, yeah. Look, I was like, we still don't know. Look, the way that, I mean, right, it goes back to how Shoma produces, right, the Gochi, and it makes no sense, right? It was like that episode when he ate the marshmallow, and he produced like 2 different marshmallow flavor, right, Gochizos, right?
Right. Yeah.
It just, man, that's actually...
If we could put... Yeah, what kind of weird... Let's get weird with this shit. This is the thing. If I were Shuga and I found Shoma first, I would just be shoving random shit into his fucking mouth and seeing what the fuck popped out. Just seeing what the fuck goes on, like what the variety can come out with.
Right. Look. You gotta maximize all these Gochizos. These little Gochizos. You know. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. All right, Hanto. Hey. No. Sorry. All right, Shoma. Hey. All right. I'm leaving. All right. Watch. Hey. You know, since you're living at this apartment office space now, hey, you should clean up. You know, I could have done this, but since you're gonna be here all night, you know, and I have my own house to go to,
you
can do
it. To me.
Right. Yeah. Can you clean up the office? You know, right? Ignoring the fact this office looks like a fucking artistic nightmare, dream hellscape. You know, right? Ignoring that.
Well,
you know?
It's easy when you're blind, deaf, and mute, like a certain person that they named it after.
Right. Yeah. Yes, but Shoma takes this time to go visit his great uncle's like, and his uncle somehow has made a phone with stolen parts that he has broken into people's house to be like, oh yeah, fuck it, hey, I can make a phone, you know.
Yeah,
right.
I made a thing. I scraped together some rocks and cobalt and stripped some copper from some people down the road. And now I've made you a phone. You can stick your little guys in there, and they'll show you things.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Don't do anything weird with it.
I just think it's funny how I find this like the first practical thing we have in like a Kamen Rider phone in a while. You know, right? So like it actually does. I'm really curious to see what the actual toy of this phone actually does. I assume that with the toy, all the toy just plays like a little sound clip where you put a Gochizo on it, right? You know. Yeah, but I think even just I was like, cause these girls are speaking like this weird alien Gochi Granunite language that Shoma obviously has no knowledge of. He's like, yeah, man, it's obviously he cannot understand what the fuck his own minions are telling him, you know, right? He's like, oh yeah, man, this is the best thing to help me, you know, because I realize I cannot understand what these guys are telling me. They keep making these little weird shipping sounds, and I'm like, you know,
yeah.
Right?
Maybe if I can't understand what they're saying with words, they can show me with pictures.
Yeah, I just look through their eyes, you know, right? Because they apparently record everything in their mind, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So a guy comes in, takes the statue, go like, hey, you want to go to Paris? You know, hey, you know, nothing bad happens over there, you know, right? Yeah. So that's happening. Yeah. Hanto visits Shoma, right? But what's it?
Yeah,
they both
they're
once again they're both doing this weird mental gymnastic thing with each other, you know, right? Which I fucking love. Like, I just think it's great.
Yeah, it's a good bit to like use, and it's not at this point. It's not annoying it's not an annoying contrivance of like, how the fuck do you not know this? How the fuck do you not realize this? Episode 7 is a totally fine time for your Kamen Riders or other characters in the show to not know who other characters are. If this gets to be like episode 30, it's gonna be like, alright, this is fucking insane.
Oh man, there's no way a show can go off for like 30 plus episodes where they don't find out the identity of a team member. You know, that would be outrageous, you know, for a show to
that would be insane.
Right. You know, right now, that'd be a rough time, you know, right? If they were to do something like that.
Yeah, it would be an incredibly, almost traumatic time.
Right, you know. Right?
But moving away from the dark thoughts, because I don't want to go back there. Hey, I want to give credit to fuck. I need to know what his name is. Honto's actor is Yusuke Hino. Hey, great fucking facial expressions in your fucking mind palace. Those are fucking A tier facial, like, physical comedy going on right there.
Right. Yeah. So Honto realized, oh, well, I got nothing else to do so I'm just gonna, hey, let's let me open up the missing person database, or that's the thing I like to do in my casual off time. I just want to go through the missing person database and see if anything got updated.
Yeah, I just keep this on my phone. I just keep this on my tablet, just in case.
Yeah, that is an actual unhinged serial killer vibe, right? It's not like people who have, like, police scanner apps, right?
He was taught to investigate things. He was taught to investigate things and keep shit on his profile. Yes, he's not. What do you mean, detective? I know I'm not part of the police force. I'm just helping. Why are you mad at me?
Look, what do you mean? I can help solve the crime, right? Look, have you ever been hearing about the trends of people going on TikTok and trying to solve crimes from the comfort of their own house? I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm a freelance writer, so I am a little bit of a professional. It is different than, like, the TikTok people. I am actually, now that I do have some reason to throw in my 2 cents about this missing person, I do know where Gabby Petito is.
Right, look, I was watching the videos, there was clues in there, the hits were always there, right?
Yeah, I know, I alone am able to parse out what Brittany is trying to tell me through her knife dance.
Right. Yeah. Shoma goes to the art gallery.
Yeah.
This week's enemy is a fish.
We're able to identify a gotchard, or not a gotchard. Jesus Christ. We're able to identify a granute for the first time without. Well, since last time, it turns out we're not sticking with looking up people's shirts as a form of determining if they're bad guys, because that's a kind of creepy thing to do.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So look, this week's enemy is like this weird fish guy, right? He shoots little fish.
Yeah, I guess it's a piranha because they're like little bitey fish.
Let's see. The Wikipedia says is a sardine. Pretty close. So we're kind of there.
Can sardines bite? Do sardines bite that hard? Like, I get that they're supposed to be sardines because they're so small. But the only fish that I can think of that is that small and that, like, fiercely biting is, unfortunately, the candiru, which I don't think I need to talk about too much. But people who know about the candiru, they know what the candiru is.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So Shoma and the sardine granite are fighting, and then literally 5 seconds after they disappeared, Honto walks in like, oh man, did I miss something?
Oh, I wonder what happened here. Yeah, if only, I wonder if is there something I should be more invested in? And then he gets, I did not see this coming this early, an interaction with, the big sister of the stomachs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was not expecting her to show up, right? Right, I thought we were just gonna keep it to the twins and whatever the fuck they're dicking around with.
We're just gonna work on them. Work through them all slowly, one by one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is not what's happening right now. Also, I did say this I think at the beginning, or when we were talking about this in the preview thing. She's clearly supposed to be like the sexy one.
Yeah, no, it's that femme fatale, right?
Look, yeah, I'm starting to hit the law of diminishing returns on this, because there's a certain point where she's done too much to be sexy, and where I'm like, this is just stupid. Man. Her shoes bother me. Her shoes bother me so much. How big and dumb they are.
Look, that's when I realized she is made too sexy. Right, when her thigh highs all the way up to, he's like, boy, man, right? Because I don't think we have seen her legs. Not saying I've been paying attention to her legs, right? But I'm just saying in general, I don't think we have seen this much detail to her lower body. Yeah. So like her outfit wear. Yeah. This entire time.
Yeah. The heels are insane, and the eyelashes are just nightmares.
Yeah, but though she beats the shit out of Hanto, you know. Alright, he's like, yeah.
Those heels
those
probably hit
endgame
the
bosses are really difficult if you to fight them early in the game. You know.
You should not be hitting. Yeah, you should not be fighting a level 80 boss when you've just got your fucking Pikachu.
Yeah, you know, it's not a good idea. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so someone's getting his ass beat, but then don't worry, the chocolate coach was like, hey, put me in.
The chocolate, turns out chocolate just goes tag in. I'm going in. I know that I'm the best one for this.
Yeah. So we
get
rest in peace.
What essentially becomes
yeah. Man, also, real quick. So when the Gochiso dies, right? It comes up with angel wings.
Yeah, the little angel wings
and a halo and a.
Yeah.
I feel like have we seen this before?
Never forget that they absolutely. That they actually die when he stops using them. Never forget that they constantly die.
Have they been dying with like this little
No, that is the first time that we have seen them fucking float off into the afterlife.
Right. So does that mean by this that there exists a Gochiso heaven, right, or like some type of weird right?
Hey, depends on. Hey man, that's for people to. That's for people with theology degrees who want to go into.
What does this imply?
Really
like what is that? Like what is this? The Grand Unite Society? You know, right? Was there a Grand Unite Jesus? You know, right? Is there a King James version of the Grand Unite Bible?
Well, I mean, I think the Old and New Testament are the Old Testament is I think the Old Testament is fucking Cupid and Valentine's Day, and the New Testament is the Easter Bunny. Just fucking. Maybe it's Halloween. Oh man, are we gonna have a crazy episode when Halloween comes around?
Man, but I don't know why. But I just the idea of like that when the poppy gummy Gochi or the juicy word or just floating off with like angel wings and hail. Like, man, this is. Yeah. I know there's like a cute little visual gags, right? Because Japanese kids don't care about Christianity, and they just think it's like a cute little bit. Like, this just raises more questions. You know, like, boy, man. But I really hope that there's a production blog that comes out and be like, yeah, hey, man, does Gochiso Heaven exist? You know, by the
there's actually an entire. There's rings of hell and pearly gates that only certain Gochiso can get through.
Right, you know, yeah, I just think it's just real funny when that Gochiso just came out with like the little angel wing and halo, right? But yeah, Halo, it's the chocolate gun cowboy. Right.
Yeah.
For
he's got a poncho. He's got a cowboy hat. He's got a gun made of a chocolate bar. Hey, look, it's a pretty clean look. The only thing that is really stupid is the gun. But hey, it's thematic.
Look, the chocolate bar gun, I think is just really creative, you know, right? You know, they're able to cheat and like, yeah, hey,
the
look.
doo-doo bullets are really awful, though. I really hate the blast on them, because it just looks like he's hitting it with shit.
Look! It's really hard to use to get a brown graphics, you know, right? That looks good, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so he just ends up. Yeah, look, they just end up shooting against each other on the wall, you know, right? And then Sachika is talking to the other one, to the one that
to Sweatsugu, not Sweatshop Boy, not Sweatshop, Suetsugu. But man, this is where the real villain of the show of the episode shows up, because he just throws full on paint on her, which is gotta be some kind of like actual assault.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I also remind that he is renting this house, right? This is not his house. This is not his actual
from her grandaunt. So his patron's grandniece, he threw paint all over her. That's a great way to get kicked the fuck out.
Yeah, you know, look, especially when you're a stupid little art guy, you know, who's like, yeah, look, I don't need to work in the business world, you know, right? My art will sell for millions, you know, right? Hey, man, look, I don't know how old you are, but man, but the fact that you're still doing this, you know, I'm not looking good, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shoma kills the shit out of the sardine thing with his weird little poop tornado, right?
His fondue blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
and then we end with the start of a fight between Hanto and fuck.
Golete?
God damn it.
Golata?
Gleta.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Glota, whatever.
Yeah, man. How's it gonna turn out? For him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, look, I like the interaction between Shoma and Hanto this episode. I think it was great. Right? Right. Look, I like how they don't know that they're each other's Kamen Rider, but they already have like a little history, right? They're both doing their own little things, right?
Yeah.
That's about to happen for them.
Yeah, we got good parallel storylines going on right now between our two riders.
Yeah. Right. All right. I guess you wanna end up with this. You wanna finish this episode off with?
Well, I hear that we're about to see some really good stuff next episode.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what it's all about. Right?
Yep.
All right. That's this week's episode. Chakudan, I didn't realize, but that poncho he has is shiny as fuck. That thing is so fucking reflective for some reason.
Yeah, it's a very latex or like vinyl like.
Right, yeah.
It's supposed to be.
That thing is just. I guess they're trying to emulate like the shine a chocolate bar has, right? I didn't realize it was gonna be this shiny, when we originally saw it in like the preview photos, the press photos, and everything. I was like, oh man, this thing is just really out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I like his little chocolate cowboy hat, right? He has a little chocolate.
Chocolate cowboy hat, chocolate poncho. Hey, it's not as stupidly segmented as Hanto's stuff.
Right, yeah. I still feel like he needs like a little more depth, right? Because if you look at his cowboy hat, they use dark brown for like in the indent of his hat for like the segment. I feel like his suit needed that as well, right?
Yeah.
This suit is almost perfect. I feel like it just needs more of like a predominant second shading happening on it.
Yeah.
Right. For this suit. All right. Is that this week's episode?
Yep.
All right. That's this week's episode. All right. Kate, thanks. Bye. All right, Tariq. So, last Sunday, right? I was gonna tell this story last week, but I didn't get a chance. So, last Sunday was the pre-release for the next Yu-Gi-Oh set, right? Rage of the Abyss, right?
Shark Time. It's all
about
sharks.
Yeah, it's all about animals. You can play sharks. You play Six Samurai. You can play some weird metamorph thingy that I don't know what they do, and I don't really care because Bandit Keep sucks, right? Right. So, that's the thing, right? So we live in a commercialized consumerism culture, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So in order for you to get products, right, you have to exchange that with money, right?
Right. Goods and services. Yeah.
Right. So I got a call on Sunday morning, the day of sneak peek, before I head to my local favorite card game store, Dream Wizards, right? Right. I got a call saying, "Hey, we noticed suspicious activity going on in your account." Okay. Right. So
what constitutes suspicious activity for your account?
Oh boy, hey, spending for stuff in Atlanta, right?
Oh well, that would do it. That would do it.
Right? I was like, I looked it up. I was like, I definitely have never been to any of these weird locations. I also definitely did not try to take $500 out of my own account at 3 minutes ago when I am still sleeping in my bed. Right?
Yep, that sounds about right.
So then I had to be like, this is definitely not mine. All right, and the bank was all right. We're making sure your card has been disabled now. You can no longer use your card. We're gonna send you a new one. All right.
Time to that's okay. So you're gonna have to.
That's the thing. All right, I think I made it very clear and obvious. I don't know if I made it very clear obvious in these reports, but hey, I don't carry physical cash anymore. You know, I'm part of the future wave. You know, right? You know, I don't need to carry a wallet. You know, right? I don't need to put my wallet on a chain anymore. You know, right? I'm all about that e-money.
Wallets with chains are so cool, though.
You know, right? So yeah, so then so not only did I have to wake up at 9 o'clock because I got this call from my bank, you know, saying, hey, pick up, important. This is actually a call you want to wake up to pick up, you know. So then
you're getting robbed. Wake up.
Yeah, so that got resolved, right? And then they're like, all right, we're gonna send you a new card, all right. They didn't tell me when they were gonna send me, but they said we're gonna send you a new card. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, usually they should send you like a temporary one, right?
No. They was like, we're just gonna send you a new card. Yeah. So then on Sunday, I was left with no way to buy a box of Rage of the Abyss. You know, right? Right. So I am now stuck with an IOU to people now. So they're like, hey. All right. I'm like, I just owe them some money for Rage of the I was about to say,
is this where you start doing favors behind the bleachers?
Oh man, but hey, no man, look, I have to do a lot of other stuff. All right, and then all right, so now here I am Sunday without cash, right? Then come Monday,
right?
I forgot I had jury duty, you know, right? Right. Okay. So fortunately, I filled up my car with gas a few days before.
Oh yeah.
Before, right? So here's the thing. The courthouse for me is 30 minutes away all the way south from my location. All right.
Yeah.
Right. I would say it's south, but it's still in the upper, part, of Maryland. Right. So I have to drive. Right. So then they're like, hey, it starts at 7. So then of course by etiquette you have to get there at 30 minutes before. But then since I live 30 minminutes away, I have to leave at pretty much an hour before. So I have to wake up at 6 with no food because I was like, look, I ate a Hot Pocket. This Hot Pocket will probably last me, right?
Yeah, maybe they'll give you a continental breakfast at jury duty. I don't know.
Right, right. And then keep in mind, I still have forgotten that I didn't have access to my card or anymore. I was like, I'll just get something around near the courthouse. They're probably like a Subway or a McDonald's or something,
Yeah, that probably works on Venmo. Hopefully.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So then I get to jury duty. Blah blah blah. It is. I get there at 7. It is now 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. They said, hey, the group that I was part of, my case got dismissed. You can go home now.
Oh. Great. Nothing mattered. You didn't have to be there. Great.
All right, good. Yeah. All right, cool. Now I just gotta drive all the way back 40 minutes home because there's traffic now for some reason at like 11, 12, right? And then as I'm driving, I'm like, man, where do I want to go eat? I was like, wait a minute. Wait,
you
hold
can't
on.
go eat anywhere.
Yeah. I legitimately thought about seeing if I could just walk into a fast food restaurant and hope that there's some... Well, approach a guy and be like, hey, man, this is gonna sound really weird, but this gonna sound like a comedy sketch, but my card got disabled yesterday, and I don't carry cash. Can you buy me food and I'll Venmo cash at you? Right? I was legitimately about to do that.
You didn't think maybe like, hey, are you interested in?
I'm still gonna be like, hey, I'll give you $5 for the convenience, right? I don't want to, right? Right? Right, but then I realized, then as I forgot that I had on my Taco Bell app, right? I had another card saved, right? Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. This is a different card, right? That I have access to. I was like, okay, good. I can use this card. This will buy me time. Right? This will buy me time as I wait. Right? So then so now this is Monday, right? Come Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? That's when I finally got an email from my bank saying, hey, by the way, hey, we heard about your situation. We sent out your card today, expected 4 to 6 business day, right?
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's a Tuesday, hey, Tariq, it is now, let's see, it's now, 1, 2,
Monday.
3.
Well, it's a federal holiday day.
Yep. Yeah, I was about to get to that, right? And then,
it's Italian murderer and plunderer day.
Oh, right? Then all of last week I was waiting. I was anxiously waiting in my mailbox every day for the mail. Be like, boy, I really hope my card comes in today. Right? So I can actually have money to spend.
Like a kid waiting for box top prize, like cereal box toys to come in. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So so I've just been waiting all of last week for my card in to the point where I got real bad. I was like, oh man. I was like, all right. So here's the thing, right? So so I didn't know what to do. So I was just walking to like so I was like, wait a minute. I could probably get cash out of my account, right? Right? Even though I don't have my card, I probably have to bring my ID and tell her, yes, hello, yes, I am Austin, yes, this is in fact me, and this is in fact my account. I am a real person, right? I am not someone trying to impersonate this guy trying to take money. I'm not a guy trying to withdraw $500 from this account,
I'm not the criminal that other guy is, I promise.
Right, yeah. Then I found out you can actually just walk into a bank with your ID, you have your card or your old card information. Thankfully, I did not do the thing where I immediately cut up my card, right?
Destroyed it, yeah.
Yeah, right away. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so I was like, I went to the bank. I was like, I guess I'll probably need like a few, like 100 to survive the week. The rest of the week, right? I feel like that's a good amount. I feel like that's how much people live on.
Yeah.
Right? So I have been surviving on $100 since last Thursday, all right? So all the money to my name right now is whatever is left from that $100 I got on Thursday.
Yeah, so probably $77 now.
Actually, I had to buy up. I did have to go play Yu-Gi-Oh over the weekend, right? And then we did.
See, now you're not living frugally anymore. You're not cutting and pinching and squeezing.
Oh yeah, yep.
Your pennies.
Yeah. So that has been my hell for the last week as I wait for my new card to arrive. Because the problem is they did not give me a tracking number with my card, right? I actually have no idea where the fuck.
They never do that.
Yeah. So I actually have no idea when the fuck this card is gonna be. And then I forgot that today, was no longer as 90s kids call it Christopher Columbus Day, right? They don't call that anymore. They realized that was a bad idea,
Yeah.
We realized it was fun. We should not be celebrating this guy who probably caused the genocide of right?
Of an entire nation irreversibly altering the course of history for all time.
Right. Yeah. So then I forgot that was today, and so there is no mail today. So I am also my card will also not arrive today. So I am not hoping that my card arrives tomorrow, right? So I can finally have access. I mean, I don't technically not have access to my account. It's still in the bank. The banks are insured, right?
That's what they tell me. Your bank account is still functioning. But
right. Look, the banking system cannot fail. America needs that to survive.
If there's one thing that the banking system has always historically done, especially in America, it's never failed.
Right. Yeah. So So I am still surviving on like $50.
Especially during the turn of the century in the early 20s.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So that has been my week, as of today. It has been really annoying, y'all. Every time I think I did one, I'm like, I have to go get lunch. I was like, I cannot get lunch, and I probably don't want to be spending. I probably have to spend this money keep this money for like other things, right?
Yeah.
It's actual hell for me.
Yep. Welcome to hell.